Hello folks, so we got some new Pokemon news, and what would that be? That'd be Magearna got banned, Transitor has gotten nerfed, and also more quick bans are likely coming in the future, but we can talk more about that in a minute. So first of all, Magearna in the bans. So what happened? The SVOU Tiering Council held a vote for Pokemon on the radar, those Pokemon being Shinpao, Magearna, Sneasler, Urshifu, Ursaluna, Volcarona, and the two Zamazenta forms, and also the item Light Clay. So the result of the vote was Magearna getting unanimously banned, and it's also the only Pokemon that got banned. Shinpao and Zamazenta Crown are two close votes as well, but you need 7 out of 9 for it to be voted out. And Zavjibi, I believe is how you pronounce your name, abstained from all of them. So that could have swayed the vote actually, but we'll never know now. So why was Magearna banned? Magearna is very versatile, so it has a lot of sets it can run. It has Trick Room as well. It has a high special attack, has the best typing in the game, I think. And its most potent set though, as per Finchinator, and my own opinion as well, was the Calm Mind Shift Gear, and that's the set I use most of the time. So this was the main set I ran, with some defense investment, 180 speed, so you get outspeed Dragapult at +2, and then max HP investment. Double Dancing Calm Mind Shift Gear, Terra Flying, so you could dodge a ground type attack, and then Draining Kiss and Store Power. And I forgot to mention that actually. Terrestrialization is what pushed it over the edge. That's what really made it too much. There's also the Wallbreaker set in choice specs. You could really pick your coverage moves here. This doesn't need to be the coverage moves you pick. AV, I didn't see a whole lot of AV sets, but I did see them occasionally. Trick Room, this is a Trick Room set that Finch was talking about. You could run whatever on these last two sets, but the main thing is Trick Room and then Fluor Cannon plus Eject Pack. Really run any defensive investment as well. I would run full max Fizz Def if I were my opponent, but that's just me. And why did Trick Room get popular? Ursaluna has been a huge problem with Trick Room teams because it is so strong. It has nigh 0 switch-ins. So, you get the Fluor Cannon off, you do a ton of damage to your opponent, and then you get to bring Ursaluna in. But the other thing is, since you're bringing Ursaluna in on a switch, it'll get burned at the end of the turn, so you don't even have to wait for the 1-turn burn setup, which is really nice. There was also this interesting Pain Split set that I saw. I didn't know if it was Spikes or Thunderwave or not, but it definitely ran Pain Split and Spikes. So that was an interesting set. I didn't see it a whole lot, but I know I saw it a couple times. And then there was just a plain Shift Gear set where you could run Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Fluor Cannon. I didn't really see this set a whole lot, but it has been talked about. The other thing is though, Double Dance doesn't just need to be Calm Mind Shift Gear. I've seen some Double Dance Iron Defense Calm Mind sets, so not even running Shift Gear, which is crazy to me. But it became so. Sometimes your Pokemon gets so bulky that you'd rather just be able to tank everything than outspeed everything, which I guess was the philosophy with Iron Defense. So yeah. So Magearna's banned, good riddance. It was a unanimous vote, not even close. This was pretty expected by most people, even though it didn't even get banned at the beginning of the generation, or not generation, but when Home came out, didn't even get banned then. But most people still thought it was going to get banned. So I'm glad they gave it a chance at least, even though this is what we've ended up with. It was fun using Magearna while it lasted, but I'm not going to say I'm not going to enjoy OU more now, because I definitely will be. In other news, Transitor has seemed to be nerfed. Oh wow, that's audio scared the shit out of me. Transitor got nerfed to a 1.3 multiplier, and it looks like Dragon Ball's still going with the 1.5 multiplier, which is really interesting, because most of the time when they nerf these sister Pokemon, I don't know if they're sister or twin Pokemon, but we'll call them sister Pokemon. When they nerf these sister Pokemon or abilities or whatever, they usually nerf them to the same degree, even if one of them is better than the other and one of them is more deserving of nerf. My example is the Zamazenta. Now, BSC nerfing and equalization makes a lot more sense because those are always equal, right? But the changing the ability, I don't think Dauntless Shield needed that nerf that it got. But either way, regardless, Dragon Ball unnerfed, Transitor nerfed. This is obviously going to hurt it in OU, but Finchinator's already confirmed that Regieleki will not be coming back at all. So there's no hope for it coming back to OU. Just to make things clear, just so y'all know, don't get your hopes up. This is just me reporting on Transitor is weaker now, and I think it's worth talking about, even if it's not coming back to OU. So as for the rest of the bands, Shinpao, Shinpao and Transitor were the two closest bands at 6-3. They obviously need one more vote. I would be fine with Shinpao getting banned. I still think it's a little too strong. And Zamazenta Crown, I honestly haven't been having too much trouble, but the Iron Defense set can be very annoying. Zamazenta Hero, I've been having a ton of fun with. This is another Pokemon that's close to getting banned. I've been having a ton of fun using it, and I haven't had too many complaints fighting it, except for the Iron Defense set, of course. I think it'll probably get banned following the Air Pokemon's banned, but we'll see. Sneasler is an unfun Pokemon to fight against because of Dire Claw, but I honestly wish that I hope that the council is able to come together and agree that Dire Claw is an uncompetitive move and just ban Dire Claw. That's my hope for Sneasler, because if that's banned, then I think Sneasler just becomes a very powerful Unburden user, and I don't think it's too much for the tier at that point. But Dire Claw, I think, should be deemed as an uncompetitive move, and it's banned for that reason, even though no other Pokemon learns Dire Claw, except does Sneasel Hisuian learn it? I actually have no idea. But anyway, Light Clay, I kind of share the same opinion as Finchinator on this one, that I think the Light Clay users need to be banned and not Light Clay itself. But I think now that Magearna is banned, I don't think that Light Clay is probably going to have much ground to get banned on. In Ursaluna, I think Ursaluna needs a suspect test. I don't think it should be auto banned. I think it's very strong, but I think people are going to figure out how to counter it eventually. And then your Shifu Rapid Strike, I'm very glad this one wasn't even close, because I really don't see a reason to ban it. It's just a very strong setup sweeper right now, in my opinion. The Double Dance set is what annoys me a little bit, but I feel like your Shifu still has enough checks that it's not too cumbersome to fight against. And then Volcarona. Volcarona is very annoying, especially with Terrestrialization, but again, I don't feel like it's too cumbersome to fight against right now, so I don't know why I like the cumbersome word so much per chance, but all right, I'm screwing with y'all. I'll keep you guys updated and posted if more stuff is voted on and banned. But this is what we got for right now. So if you guys have any thoughts, leave them down in the comments below. I love talking to you guys about this stuff. I'm glad that this content has been engaging with you all. So yeah, just let me know, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.